Shamika T. Askew, the owner and managing attorney of the law office of Shamika T. Askew, and this is my video series of toxic marriages, including mine, divorce, infidelity, jail time, and so much more. The purpose of this video series is to provide the lawyer's perspective as well as the client's perspective. Some of the things that you can expect in Florida, specifically in most of the circuits, I primarily practice in Hillsborough County. Some of those things include questions that will be asked of either the wife or the husband. It's wise to take your driver's license because that will be needed. And the judge will ask questions, particularly if it's the wife. The judge will ask the question of whether or not the wife wants to restore her maiden name. I chose to restore my maiden name, and in having done that, unfortunately, I have to change my law firm's name, so keep that in mind. I also was asked about my background, whether or not I've ever been convicted of a felony or arrested, and unfortunately, I have been arrested, and I'll talk about that later. You'll be asked questions as far as whether or not you're changing your name due to, bankruptcy or any criminal matters. Answer truthfully. You'll also be asked whether or not you and your spouse entered into a marital settlement agreement. Sometimes people do enter into a marital settlement agreement, and if they do, that's awesome because the final hearing will be called uncontested, meaning that the judge is aware that both of you guys have decided to agree to everything that's pending before the court, whether it's child custody, child support, separating assets and liabilities. In my particular case, there were no children born of the marriage. We didn't have any property together, so it was a pretty simple process as far as paperwork is concerned. Obviously, emotional was a lot, but the judge did ask for a copy of the marital settlement agreement, and she indicated whether or not my former spouse, agreed to waive his appearance at the hearing. That's something too that you and your former spouse can actually discuss, or you can discuss with an attorney like myself, whether or not the other party wants to be present at the final hearing or not. I honestly did not want my former spouse at the hearing. I thought it would be probably too emotional for the both of us. I can only speak for myself, but I definitely know that it would be emotional for me. So I kept mentioning, hey, you don't have to come. And luckily he did not come. So in our marital settlement agreement, it actually included that he was waiving his appearance. So there'll be questions asked about, whether or not there are children born of the marriage, whether or not you lived in Florida for 6 months prior to filing the dissolution of marriage action. These are just some of the examples of the questions that you will be asked. But I wanted to be sure to give you both the client's perspective as well as the lawyer's perspective.